bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put their tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments. Hope the solar system assists my slower mission and put some lag on it. Window to my soul peering inside. The crib where my liver resides. Lyrics are die.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi Todd, nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Emmanuel Augustus, 170 centimeters tall with a reach of 173. And he'll be facing Teofimo Lopez. And here is Emmanuel Augustus, this guy known for his unconventional fighting style. It's Teofimo Lopez, tries to be entertaining both in and out of the ring. Boy, is he talented, a two-division world champion.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome the battle-ready Emmanuel Augustus. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying two-division champion of the world known as the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fights.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Which fighter will say no mas? Do you believe this? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do while you're stepping around.
Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Come on the end of your jab. You're getting your timing already. That right hand.
Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there.
Cuts in there. Vary it up. Great work. You stay focused.
Go again. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet.
Don't be looking.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catch you.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gonna try to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Win the round.
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
Switch on. Get this boxing back together. You're starting to make...
Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. That punch lands. Punch, counter punch. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Down goes Lopez. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Where did that come from?
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
Great work. I love it. I love it. Slick.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut misses. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Straight right just misses. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 rounds, complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
And he's going to be confident now.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. Can't score with that jab. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And he scores with the counter. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Right.
Keep doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear.
Take the round off. Run the round on your jab.
This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. The straight right just misses. Augustus is clipped. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Blows the jab, it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Coasted this fight, and now you're letting back into it.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, first minute, stick on in the jab.
Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch is beginning to take its toll. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a scoring blow. They figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Both men step back for just a moment. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You're starting to make mistakes there, switching up.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. I thought we were gonna see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. That